Hey guys, welcome back to Ni no Kuni 2. We're Evan right now. We're supposed to go find Roland. He went off to take a walk or get the wind on his face or something. Anyway, we're gonna go look for him. Yeah, it looks like we need to go down the hill. I have to find Roland. Yep. Oh, okay. Apparently we don't want to go that way. That's what that's telling us. Oh, he's up there. All right, we can jump. I keep forgetting that we can jump in this game. Traditional JRPGs. I mean, I guess this is not traditional because of it, but because of several reasons, really. But generally, you don't have a jump button in these games.
Well, now.
So I really am in another world. There's no Ding Dong Dell where I'm from, and no view like this either.
Gosh.
What's it like where you're from?
Huh.
I guess it's ahead of this world in some ways and behind in others. Nellie used to tell me a story, you know, when I was little. It was about another world, one very closely connected with our own. I always imagined it was just a fairy tale, but I suppose there must have been some truth to it after all. So I got lost between those two worlds and wound up here? Does that mean there's no way home? What did you do in your world? I was a king.
Kuni!
What? Well, a president. It's kind of the same thing. Which means I have a little experience when it comes to running a country.
Oh.
Really? Then perhaps you might be kind enough to share some of it with me. Things may not be quite the same here as in your world, but still. What exactly are you planning? A quiet life in the mountains might not be such a bad idea, you know?
Not exactly.
No, I've made up my mind.
I'm going to keep my promise to Nella. I'm going to build a kingdom where everyone can live happily ever after.
You are, huh? Good for you. I've made my mind up too. I'm staying here, in this world. With you, Evan.
You are?
And thus, young Evan, though heavy of heart, resolved to honor the dying wish of his dearest friend by becoming a king once more. And Roland, sensing something special in his youthful companion, decided to join him on his journey.
Yeah, we're saving our progress. That was interesting. There's a narrator, apparently. I also really like the idea that our world is the fairy tale world. And not this kingdom with monsters and magic.
Chapter 2. The Kingdom to Come.
Okay, chapter 2. Don't know how many chapters there are, but the first one is relatively short. So if I'm to become a king again, I'll need to convince a kingmaker to help us. A kingmaker? Yes, a monarch must have the power to serve his people. A kingmaker is a magical creature blessed with great power. By bending one to his will, a king proves that he is worthy to lead his nation. So it's a mark of authority?
Yes.
Yeah, but not just that. It's also a guardian. In times of need, it can come to the nation's aid. A single kingmaker has the strength of an entire army. Is that so? I'm guessing they're pretty big? Oh yes, some are the size of a castle.
Well, now.
You don't say. And you mean to tame one of these things. Wait a minute. You were a king until just recently, right? Shouldn't you have one of these kingmakers already?
Not exactly.
Well, my father only died a month ago, you see. We hadn't quite got around to that part yet. So I was never a true king. Not really. If the ceremony had gone ahead as planned, I would have my kingmaker by now, but of course it didn't. I wonder what's happening with your kingmaker now that you're out of the picture.
Oakenheart, Kingmaker of Ding Dong Dell, has recognized me as the rightful ruler of this realm. I stand before you, your new king!
I see. So in all likelihood, Mousinger has taken control of your Kingmaker already. Yes, which means I'll have to find a new one. A new Kingmaker for our new kingdom. And where do we find one exactly? There can't be too many of these things. I think we might have a chance of meeting one if we visit the King's Cradle beyond Cloud Coil Canyon.
Huh?
The King's Cradle? It's a holy place where a Kingmaker is enshrined. Every kingdom has one. So if a Kingmaker happened to be at loose ends, we could visit them at their King's Cradle and try to convince them to sign up with us? Exactly, and if the stories are true, there is a Kingmaker in the place I mentioned which is yet to be claimed. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. Alright. One moment. Evan's Essentials unlocked. It's a cape. It's a cloak. Now I can fight beside you, Roland. Well, alright. But take it easy to begin with, okay? Party menu. The party menu can be accessed from the main menu. You can use your party menu to decide who will take part in battle and who you'll control first in combat. This will be whoever's at the top of the list. Objective updated. Head for Cloud Coil Canyon. Alright. So let's go to our party. Nope, not. I want... There we go. I want Roland at the top. Okay, so it looks like we control Evan in the overworld, but when we go into combat, we will switch to Roland. So let's save. Let me go back up to save file 1. Oh, got a tripdoor.
Huh?
A what? A tripdoor. They're found where the energy of the land is especially strong, mostly near landmarks. If you touch it, it will sort of remember you, and that means you can return to it whenever you like. Not everyone can use them, though. You need to know a certain special spell called Travel. Luckily, Nella taught it to me. So you're telling me you know how to teleport? How come you didn't use this spell of yours to get out of the castle? As I said, you need to have visited a tripdoor in order to travel back to it. And while I've never really spent much time outside of the castle until now, in fact, this is the first tripdoor I've ever seen.
Huh.
Of course. Well, let's visit as many as we can from now on. These things are going to come in handy.
Yes.
Shall we begin by having this one remember us? Alright. You'll find tripdoors dotted all over the world. Simply walk up to one and press X to have it remember you. When you have a tripdoor remember you, it will be added to the tripdoor map, allowing you to travel back there instantly from anywhere in the world. You can access the tripdoor map by opening the map menu with options and... Okay. Oh, snap. Right, I remember this from the demo now. So when we're on like the big open world, overworld stuff, this is what we look like. We're little chibi characters. Let's see what happens. Alright, so there is another, I guess in dungeons.
I'll do my best.
In dungeons, I suppose it'll be like it was in the sewer, but out here... It's not the biggest deal, it's basically the same, just different looking. Alright. Although it is frustrating to have to go back and forth between the screens. 100 guilders. Alright, so they're gonna... Oh, surprise attack. Does that mean they get first strike? Or... Oh! These hedgehounds are cool looking. Combat's still real quick, though. So... Going to the different screen isn't really a huge deal. It's a pretty quick load time, too, which is nice. Let's look at if we've gotten anything. Let's look at our items. Lots of cutlasses. Oh, right. So let's look at our equipment. That's what we want. Switch over here. He's got a cutlass, broadsword. Let's give him... I am gonna favor Roland with the items right now, the equipment. He's got a magic wand. Oh wait, no, we want to look at skills too. Let's see. King Spin, a nimble spinning attack that deals damage to foes on all sides. A searing ball of flame is conjured up and hurled at foes. Conjures up a ball of water, then is hurled at enemies. Okay, so there's going to be some kind of elemental aspect, I bet. Well, he's got his old cloak. Still don't have any equipment here. Nothing equipable. Nothing... Okay. Don't really have much yet. Let's see. Got a chest over here. I'm wondering if chests are set, like if they're one time only, or if they kind of reappear. Ooh, a choppy old cloak. Equipment, since he doesn't have anything. Boost damage done by swords. Excellent. He uses quite a bit of swords. I can still jump as my little chibi short guy. Clear crystal. Let's take out this guy. I want to fight more.
Watch your backs.
Nice, leveled up. Okay, so if we don't pick up all the items while we're there, good. They drop out after the battle. That's good. A good egg. Another good egg. Let's look at our map. Interesting. Hideaway Hollow. There's like a purple thing over there. Looks like we want to go right there. Probably won't take too long, depending on how many fights we get into.
You ready for this?
There we go. Damp-proof old cloak is what we just picked up. Let's see if it's... Slightly boosts water resistance. Let's see if it's better than what he's got. It really isn't. Okay. Swirly apple. Spool of snow white thread. Really excited to find out what to do with all these things.
Careful, everyone.
Oh, there's another chest. Blunt shamshear. Let's see if we got... Okay, so it's got a D-level charge build, but it's got higher attack and defense. Let's give that to Evan. he should have some decent weapons too, I suppose.
You ready for this?
There we go. Alright. Oh. Is this a loading screen, or are we going to a... Okay, it's a cutscene.
What's going on here?
Oh, what did I ever do to you, I ask? Oh, my goody goodness! Oh,
What are these little
you
dudes?
rotten devil of a thing, you!
Evan, come on.
Alright, dealing with airborne enemies. Some monsters can fly, making them tricky foes to deal with, as it won't be possible to hit them with regular melee attacks if they're not in the air. They'll need to be brought low with mid-air attacks, which can be performed by unleashing a regular melee while attacking. Ranged attacks from guns, wands can also be useful in this situation. Certain skills are also effective against airborne enemies.
Come on!
Alright, he's a level 9. Oh, we are wrecking him. He's gonna fly away like a little coward. Or he's just gonna fly up in the air now.
It's coming back!
Oh, snap. What are they
Gosh.
doing?
What in the...
Oi, you two! You can see my little lovelies, can't you? Why not have them lend you a hand?
Alright, getting your Higgledy friends to help. Higgledy, okay. During battle, Higgledies will automatically back you up by attacking, defending, healing, and performing various other actions based on their type. Sometimes they'll give you the go-ahead to issue special orders that will see them perform incredible superpowered skills. Just run up and press X to activate them. Certain other Higgledies will allow you to absorb them by holding down your button for a character's spells and abilities, thereby changing and improving their effects. You can check how many Higgledies of which element will be necessary to enhance a skill in this way in the equipment and skills menu. Experiment to find some killer combos. There we go, I brought him down with a heavy attack in midair. Alright, so I need to find... Where'd they go?
Make yourselves useful.
Do it! Do a thing! Whoa! Oh, that's a cannon! Okay, that wasn't... It's not super effective. That was kind of awesome, though.
Excuse me?
Oh my.
That was a close one, and no mistake. I don't know what I've done if you two lovely boys hadn't come wandering by. I'm Martha, by the way, Auntie Martha to those I take a shine to, and I'm pleased to say I've taken a shine to you. Come on, then, we're going to my house. I'll give you a little something to say thank you. Sounds good. Free stuff is great.
Righto.
Here we are. It's not much, but it's home. In you come. Oh, look at all of them.
Get the plates. Pass it gently. Yes. Good. Gentle. Do you pass another one now? Thanks ever so much.
You two really did save my bacon back there. Never expected to see a wyvern so close to home. Honestly, a girl can't even go out picking herbs in peace these days. So these little creatures of yours, are they monsters?
Oi!
Oh, you cheeky so-and-so. No, they are not. They're more phenomena than anything, I suppose. Phenomena? That's right, dear. There's the wind, isn't there? And fire and rain and such like. They're all natural phenomena. And when those phenomena decide to grow heads and legs and start running around being adorable, they become Higgledies. So where were you off to when we got waylaid helping out the old Martha anyway? We don't often get visitors around these parts. We were on our way to the King's Cradle beyond Cloud Coil Canyon. No, really? Just the two of you? Going into that den of despicable sky pirates?
Huh?
Sky pirates? We have to.
Well now.
Have to, dear? Absolutely positively have to? Absolutely positively. Yes. Well, in that case, you'd better take some of my little lovelies with you. Really? Higgle Piggle. That's Runcible, apparently. You really don't mind? It's the
Certainly.
least I can do. You've shown me that you'll treat them kindly, and best of all, that you'll put them to good use.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Auntie Martha. I'll feel a lot better with these little guys backing us up. Wonderful, and if you ever have any questions about them, you just come and ask me, you hear? Runcible the Righteous has decided to join you on your adventure. So let's look at our... Higgledy selection happens in the party menu. You can only have up to 4 Higgledy heroes helping you at one time. So come here to help, or to pick which ones will join you. It's also rumored that special bonuses are available to things who put together sets of Higgledies with certain things in common. Okay, so let's look at our party menu. An in-depth look at Higgledies. Higgledies have 2 basic parameters: feistiness, attack power, and hardiness, their defense. The feistier, the more damage they'll deal, and the hardier, the less they'll take. These 2 parameters will increase as they level up, but this doesn't happen by winning battles. You need to build a certain special facility in your kingdom instead. Higgledies will also have specific personalities that need to be taken into account. If you have a shy Higgledy in your party, you might need an aggressive one to help balance them out. Another thing to bear in mind is your Higgledy skills, from the ones they perform automatically to the ones you can trigger yourself to certain awakening-specific abilities. These will be triggered when a party member enters the special state known as Awakening, which you'll learn about more later on. You can take a detailed look through all your Higgledy skills and abilities by cycling through the pages with this triangle button. When picking Higgledies, you'll also need to bear in mind the cost of adding them to your party. Each Higgledy costs a set number of points to add, and you can't exceed 10. Okay. Runcible the Righteous. Scrap imparts a slight boost to the power of regular attacks. Restores a small amount of HP. A cannon is brought into the battlefield and used to blast the enemy. Boosts the chance of the player emitting shockwaves when awakened. Okay, he's 105 and 87. Don't know if that's good or not. Oh, he's got... Okay, so each one of these will have followers. And he costs 1. So he is... Yep, he's equipped. Let's, Can we talk to them? Oh. Well, kind of. These guys remind me of Spren from the Stormlight Archives fantasy series. You should read it. I think there's 3 of them out now. But they have Spren, which are kind of like phenomena, where there are Fire Spren, or Flame Spren they're called, or Wind Spren, and they kind of... I mean, they have various abilities, or they kind of play a pretty big part in the series, but they remind me of these Higgledies. Okay, got that second tripdoor over there. Let's fight this level 3 goo and just kind of get an idea of our Higgledies out on the battlefield.
Careful, everyone.
Where is he? There he is. So it looks like we only do fire damage when I'm at 100% zing, which is really good to know, actually. Oh, pick up that fledgling feather. Let's see if we can get up there to get that chest. Ooh, look at that dragon wyvern thing up there. Probably not a fight we want to get into at this point. This is not the direction we need to go, but I want to get some of the chests. Oh, 6th sensor. Okay. Looks like an old adult Spyro.
Come on!
So far, combat is extremely easy. Haven't had struggle with with a battle yet. Still fun to do though. Like that's really the important part of any combat system is, do you enjoy it? Even if it's easy, it might just be boring or just a chore to get over with. But if it's fun and easy, then at least it's a little better. Level 5 Whamster Clanger.
Careful, everyone.
Oh, leveled up again. Now I'm wondering, how do we... The Higgledies, we don't really have to do anything with them. Like, they're pretty passive. Ooh, pair of Detox Simple Slippers. So let's... Yep, let's give that to Roland. So it looks like if we have 4 white Higgledies, we can use Crosscut. I want to get close enough to this dragon to see what level it is. Level 50, Windworm. Yep, let's run away and run away fast. You can tell I'm gonna have fun grinding in this game. There might be times where we come back from in between episodes and I'm like 10 levels higher just because I wanted to do more combat.
I'll do my best.
All right. I'm excited to... So there's going to be a kingdom building mechanic in this game at some point. If you ever played Dark Cloud or Dark Cloud 2, or also known as Dark Chronicle, it was called Georama, and you basically had to put together cities. You had to be strategic, like certain people needed to be, you know, around other people, or didn't want to be around other people, or, you know, some places needed to be near water, and you kind of had to arrange your city with all its different pieces in the correct way. And I'm wondering if the kingdom building mechanic in this will be similar at all, because that would be a good thing, because that was a really, really fun part of that game. It was kind of the, like, a big part of why those games are so great. I think there's a chest over there. Yeah, let's go. Ooh, look at that water guy. $300 guilders. Excellent. Getting a lot of money, but haven't had a chance to spend any of it yet. Don't know what... Like, I assume, you know, we'll get equipment. We'll get items. Wondering if we can ever buy Higgledies, or if they... Oh, he's half Grimalkin, apparently. So Grimalkin is a race. I think Grimalkin is basically like human. Or maybe, I'm not even sure what a Grimalkin is yet. Let's go down this way. Oh, there's a chest over there. Oh, it's the Grotti Grotto. Okay. We might go check that out and see what's in there. You know what? We're going to do that in the next episode. Next time we're going to go and see if we can go in this Grotti Grotto and see what's in there. Just to have some fun. It'll be like a dungeon, which will be cool, because we won't have this... You know what? I don't care about this chibi thing. It's fine. It's great. It's whatever. Anyway, we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying it so far. Bye.